Well, Lamont, I got a little bit more for you, Lamont. The letter writer has something down.
Go ahead, Nikita.
See, here we go. Here we
go. The letter writer says, "Let me make this clear. I have not done anything with him. I have been friends with him as long as I have known my husband. I'm just confused because I'm developing these feelings. The friend has told me that he loves me, but I'm not sure if it is because he's trying to be a big brother or get in my pants. Don't get me wrong, my husband is incredible, but when I look at it, I need my husband here with me. His friend keeps me company while he's gone, but he has been a total gentleman, but I can tell he wants me and is just scared to take the next step." Oh,
come on now. I would tell her. Have you told your husband that you need him home? I'm not sure what he does for a living, but have you told him how much you need him at home and how much it's bothering you not to have him there, rather than immediately just try and replace him without his knowledge? Why don't you bring that to him? Maybe he can find another career where he can be home with you. I mean, I don't know what the circumstances is, finances or whatever.
How about she needs to let her husband go on about his business and find somebody that truly deserves him. And she needs to go off and be with a friend, because two miserable people that do miserable things to someone that's undeserving, they belong together. And that's how you take care of that.
Well,
you know what? It's all
when you get married, you have to be open and honest with each other. You have to have that. If you don't, it'll tear up the relationship. And it's the little things. So if it was just as small as you were gone this week, I really needed you home this week, or you didn't touch me or kiss me or whatever it is. If you don't tell your husband, the whole relationship it'll fester.
Right. Maybe he ain't doing it right
nowadays to do things. You got Skype, you got these iPhones that do all types of special things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not invested.
I'm with you, Killer.
She better get a webcam.
Get the Skype on. I like how you think.
You gotta put some time and thought into this too. You know what I'm saying? Because these brothers sometimes they need a little push. You know what I'm saying? Send him some roses sometimes. Send him a nice letter. Tell him how much you love him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he can give it back to you. Send him a little sexting. Do something to spice up your relationship to let your husband know that you love him. Because maybe he don't know that.
Right. Send me some panties and a steak in the mail.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to do what you need to do for you.
That's some good advice. That's some good advice.
Akila!
Put your little perfume on something.
Akila. And if he's really doing, if he's traveling as much as he is, according to what you're saying as well, girl, meet him somewhere. I have the hotel, honey, set up with your thing on and your thong on, and your 6-inch stilettos hanging in the ceiling.
Talking about
crisscrossing.
Gotta chill in at home with his best friend. You know what I'm saying? Jump on a plane somewhere, jump in your car, go meet him wherever he's supposed to be.
Go meet him wherever he is. If you want your husband,
put some trench coat, those killer heels on, and show your man that you love him.
Okay, now we got Akila and Lamont.
This has just gotten real personal.
Giving some personal advice.
We get to the good stuff now. That's why.
I'm just saying, it's like we all, you constantly complaining, but you're not doing nothing about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop complaining and make the results of it happen. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to put forth an effort, because if that's what you want, if you want this man and you want to keep him, the things you did 13 years ago to get him, you need to do now to keep him, so that when tomorrow comes, you got your present. You ain't got to worry about him looking somewhere else or going somewhere else, or your heart going somewhere else or looking at someone else, because you putting a spice in this relationship. Keep your man the same way you got him.
She's sprinkling the Lowry. She got
Tell her.
Yes.
And I kudos to Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. Kudos to Collins and his wife.
Yes.
Those people who keep relationships. I love black love. One day I'm going to have it. But right now, like I told you earlier, I'm enjoying this. But I'm just saying, when I do get it, please believe me, it's going to be some postie cards here, pack a bag there. Get away. You don't want kids right now? So, okay then. if that's a topic of conversation, leave that for another night. But tonight, be about him. You know, make him a bath water, massage his back, do something to please your man, and stop being so selfish.
All right, we're getting a lot of emails right now, asking for Akila's number right now. We can't keep up with them. Coming in from everywhere. Houston, North Dakota, Africa's here. They're scrolling in.
You got a Groupon?
Right. Go to Groupon.
Groupon?
Only certain people get those. Only certain people get those.
Now, before I get back into the emails, I wanted to check to see if there are any callers. I just want to let you guys know that you can chime in at any time to give your feedback because Akila, Lamont, and Paulette have been given all type of swinging from chandelier tips tonight and Lowry licensee relationship, you know. So, you know. All right. So I'm just going to grab some of these emails and run through them right quick. We have Janet from Atlanta. She says, think long and hard and make sure it's what you absolutely want. I was in the same place as you are, and me and my boyfriend had broken up. And I went to be with the guy, but after a bit, I realized that it was truly my ex that I wanted to be with. And in the end, we did get back together. Please make sure you want this before you realize you've made a mistake that can't be undone. But if this is what you truly want and what you know you will be happy, then you should go for it. It will be best for everyone in the situation. Good luck, hon. I hope you make the choice that makes you happy for the rest of your life. Then we have Jackie from Houston. She says, I think it's the time for you to make your mind straight. It's better to suggest your husband to search for a stable and suitable job. You live with him for so long and you are attracted to another man now. What's the guarantee that you won't feel the same after a few years and the new guy will keep you happy? Moments and thoughts are situational, and you need to look at the other side of the coin. Just think how hard your husband is working for you and coming home to see only your smiley face. How could he be if you are not there to give a wonderful smile at him, and how does he feel? Try to love your husband and start looking at the other guy as your friend. Good luck. Then there's Becky from San Jose. I am in a similar situation. Don't listen to all the people on here who push for the marriage because it's scared or something. Do what you need to do to be happy. If you are not in love with this guy, and you can't be if you think you love someone else, find a way to get out. I know it's easier said than done, and I'm exactly where you are faced with the same decision. What does your heart tell you? I believe it's possible for you to love someone in 6 months, much less really. Maybe it's infatuation and lust at the very beginning, but if it grows past that, then it has potential to be love. I think the fact that you are even capable of these kinds of feelings towards someone else is proof that the marriage is over. This other guy could turn out to be a mistake, but that's neither here nor there. It does not relate to the issue at hand, whether you love your husband enough to stay with him. Forget what your friends or family want or tell you to do. It's about what you can live with in your happiness. You deserve to be happy. It obviously goes without saying that you need to protect yourself with this new guy and any other guy in the future so you don't end up in this situation again. Good luck. Follow your heart, and your instincts won't fail.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
Becky doesn't want to listen to us. I think Becky is a little.
She's already muddied the waters. That relationship's over.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it is. The relationship's over. You know, and unfortunately, this is the unfortunate part about it being over. There's a big difference between because I travel from time to time for a living, and there's a difference between being lonely and alone. I am alone a lot because I travel. My wife will get on the plane, place she wants to go. She don't mess around. Pack the baby up. She on the way. That's how she get down. All that you running around the world by yourself all the time. Whatever. Stop that. Kill it, boy. You're not doing that. That's how she feels, right?
Exactly.
So there are times when you're now this girl is lonely. She's a lonely person. You know, she feels abandoned in that relationship, and we beaten her pretty bad, but she deserves it. It's not undeserved. But at the end of the day, she's lonely. She's looking for help, looking for advice, looking for a way to get out of a relationship, not get into this one with this other guy, because she don't want that dude either. She don't want her husband. She don't want that dude either. She wants to be out of that situation. She don't want kids. This woman's not doing anything to advance for her relationship. She's not procreating. She's not happy. She's doing things that people who are unhappy do. She's not executing any point of happiness in her life. She's saying, listen, I'm about to cheat on my husband. I'm about to cheat if I haven't already. I'm just telling y'all I haven't, but she probably did. Let's keep it real. And she's saying that this is somebody that she knows and known for a long time. Her husband's already at a deficit. He was already in the back seat when he was in the back seat when he was driving. He didn't even know it. He's in the back seat driving. How stupid is he? I mean, not he's stupid. How stupid is that? She has duped him and deceived him for all this time. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was in a relationship, I'd be IG-er. I kick in the front doorway with the faux.
I'm with you, bro.
Well, unfortunately, he also happens to be, unfortunately, friends and trusting of someone who is using that to get closer to his wife.
That's not his friend. That's Sir Lancelot. You know the deal with that. We ain't got to tell that story. That dude is Sir Lancelot. He's a Lancelot. I call him dudes Lancelot. Yeah. They hang around you. They say you're a friend, and the first chance you get, he got Guinevere in the backyard. Stop it.
Yeah.
He ain't cool.
That's unfortunate. So I mean, this poor guy's gonna get hurt double. This poor guy's gonna get hurt double because it's his wife and his best friend. So he's whenever the hammer comes down in this situation, it's
dangerous. That's dangerous.
Why they invented the term crime of passion in court? I mean, it happens.
Yes, true.
Listen, she's not just creating a bad relationship. She's festering a real volatile, violent situation because this dude is his friend. Like, she'll walk away from all of it. Like, let me walk away from all of it because I'm about to get somebody killed and myself.
Right.
Because when men get passionate about things, here's men. We talk about this all the time in my household. Listen, when men get passionate about things, people get hurt. When they get passionate, people get loved. It's it's different.
This is true.
That's that.
You know.
That is very true.
There's no office for it.
Point. Clay brought up a really good point that I have to go back to. I think it was the second email that Nikki read where it's clear she's done because she said, and then you said something else, Clay. She doesn't want either one of them. Here's what she said. I can take care of myself. She didn't say, well, I can go and move my stuff in with second boy. You know, I can go and do this with the second man. She didn't say that. I don't want any children, and I can take care of myself. That's a clear indication right there that she's ready to be by herself because guess what? In her mind, she already is. She's already lonely. So what's the point? And she's looking for that desire from someone else because hubby's not giving it to her. And so what's the point in being with anybody? I
family, I got to ask this question. At the beginning of marriage, don't you talk about having kids and all this? Do you think she said she wanted them in the beginning?
Before marriage, you talk about it.
That's true.
Well, can I say something? And I'm going to go back to what I said originally, and I stand by this because I'm seeing this more and more and more the older that I get. Who talks about any of that when all you really want to be is just married? Bam.
I don't know, but we got to talk about all that, pimping.
But it's not being talked about. Let's just keep it real.
But you know what? They may have talked about it, but I know how women are. She may have lied and said yes, just when she get married.
That's what's going to happen to this sister.
That's unfortunate.
As soon as but the part about it is real crazy is that when
y'all done gave this girl a whole lot of light. When y'all going to change the subject? Golly.
Like, X her out.
Oh,
because I chimed in like an hour and change in. I thought that we was on like subject 3.
Wow.
I'm giving them real-time feedback.
Yo, y'all gave that girl so much spotlight. She shines like a superstar. She's Michael Jackson.
Like I said, I hope her husband doesn't listen to the show because he's probably narrowed it down to who she is.
She just told me.
Yeah, well, depending.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
No. Okay. I was going to say, let me do the call out real quick, but I mean, it depends on how much time we have. I can't see the studio tonight, so unfortunately, I'm on my phone. You're listening to Cullen's Corner Hot Topics live call-in show on Wednesday nights, being recorded for editing later on Saturdays. Terrestrial radio, the rhythm of South Arkansas. Your virtual jukebox, Magic 104.5. Okay.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Right. Do we do the letter of the day? Should we do that?
That was the letter of the day.
That was the letter of the day.
Oh, that was the letter of the day.
Yes.
We're an hour and a half in, y'all.